Not today, Bubba.
Go get him, Bubba. Love you.
Not today, Bubba. Gordy, can I bother you for a second? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sit back, relax. You have made it. You are home. You are here. You are safe. You are sound. Your favorite place, my favorite place. This is the Brilliantly Dumb Show. This is indeed episode 100. Milestone episode here. For those of you thinking to yourselves right now, wow, Bob, you sound real banged up. What's going on there? Folks, you are correct. I am indeed a little bit banged up. If you want to hear what it sounds like coming off a 3-day hiatus in Santa Fe, New Mexico, this is kind of what it sounds like right here. I am hurt. I'm a little bit woozy. I am still hungover. Haven't had much sleep. That's what Santa Fe, New Mexico does to you. Had an absolute blast there with the boys, but I got news for you, folks. This is episode 100. So I'm going to put that crying, I'm going to put that whining away. We got an episode to bring and an action-packed one to the friends of the pod. Episode 100, here we are. Triple digits, here we are. We have arrived. My, oh my, folks. If you told me months ago that I would be sitting here, episode 100 of the Brilliantly Dumb Show, doing this as my full-time job, I would tell you that you're batshit crazy. I really would. To think we started this podcast, I was using Joey Coldcut's laptop. He lent me his laptop for 5 months while I was doing episodes. We were using a coat hanger to hang the microphone, to put it in front of my mouth and stick it and place it as a microphone. And you know what? I got to tell you, it's been a long ride. It's been a hell of a ride. I really feel like we're just getting going. Folks, there's a lot of people that this podcast doesn't happen without. That first person is Grace Ibrahim, who right now is in Jordan and the Middle East trying to get back to America. We don't know how long she'll be out there. We don't know if we will be able to get her back. I'm certainly going to do everything I can to get her back. Grace is the one that I started this podcast with, Behind the Glass on the ones and twos. So I want to give a big shout out to Grace wherever you are in the world right now. Grace, we miss you. We're doing everything we can to get you back. The friends of the pod, the Joey Coldcuts of the world, Forrest Galantes of the world, everybody that's made it what it has been for the first 100 episodes. I love you all, and I appreciate you more than you can imagine. You know, everything kind of moves fast. It really does. Life moves fast. Your career moves fast. Every day, I shit you not, I wake up and I think to myself, what has my life come to? How cool is this? I get to spend my days 2 days a week talking into a microphone to people that love me and that support the show every day and just create content. And again, you know, even in your careers, you want a certain promotion or a certain job, and then that promotion comes, or then that job comes, and it's great at the time, but it moves so fast to where then next thing you know, you're at your desk in your new job, and you don't have the same appreciation that you had a week ago, because now it's time to get back to business. And now there's a new job. Now there's a new promotion that you want to get to, that you kind of lost the appreciation you had the week before. There's not really this, okay, I made it type moment, because it's the next thing up. You know, what's up next? What are you going to do now? What's the next promotion now? And you kind of lose track of how bad you wanted this to start. And I don't want that to ever happen to me. And I don't think it ever will. Because I wake up, you know, I sit here, I talk to you guys, and to be quite frank with you guys, it's the time of my life. It's all I ever want to do. So not a day goes by where I don't wake up and just sit and try and take it all in. And look, everybody's life moves fast. It goes so fast. And that's why I try and sit back and take in, like, what the hell is going on with your life right now? This is insane. This is the coolest thing ever. You have, you know, however many people it is out there, friends of the pod, supporting you day in, day out, that love you, love your bits, comment to you about 50 episodes, what you said from 50 episodes ago, and follow it religiously. It's the coolest thing in the world. And there's a lot of people that I'm not here without. Another shout out I'd like to give, of course, is my dad. My dad listens to every single podcast. He could probably recite every single episode. As I've told you guys before, I wake up the next morning when an episode comes out. He has a rating for me. He has a review with me. I give him a call. It's the first thing I do every morning. And for 30 minutes, we talk about the podcast. What could I have said? How was this? Was this better? Should I have done this? And it's the best. And it's our bond. And this podcast has been just life-changing for me. Somebody else that I want to go ahead and give a shout out for is Bro Bible, which is the company that took a shot on me, which is a company that moved me from the Four Seasons to here, to my living room, to be talking to you guys 2 times a week. It's truly been a dream come true. And I got news for you. As far as Bro Bible goes, I am so damn committed to making sure that this company gets more than their money's worth on me. Because you talk about a group of guys that took me in and believed in me so much to where they were able to make this as my full-time job and to be quite frank, make my dream come true. Is this podcast huge right now, folks? No, it's not. We're 100 episodes in. We're big. We got a lot of momentum going, and it's great. I think we got a lot more of a way to go. I really do. But here's what I'll say. I'll take my following, whatever it may be, 5,000, 10,000 of you listening to the episode day by day, 15,000, whatever it is. I'll take my 15,000 against Joe Rogan or anybody else's 100,000, whatever it may be. The connection I have with the followers, the support that the followers give me, the kind of cult that it's really come into and the show has just been so damn cool. And you know what, folks? I cannot thank you guys enough. I really can't. And today, episode 100, folks, we're going to bring on Jersey Jerry to start this episode. But episode 100, folks, is about you, the followers, the friends of the pod. I am not here without you. From the Joey Cold Cuts of the world to the everyday followers listening in their cars on the way to work, trusting me to get their day started. This one goes out to you here on episode 100. And what I'm going to do right now, at 8 a.m. in the morning, voice woozy, I'm going to head over to my freezer. I'm going to go grab some shitty tequila, and I'm going to take a shot with you folks, the friends of the pod, because you guys are what matters. You guys are the ones that are making my dreams come true day in, day out. And folks, not enough words, not enough shots with the amount of shitty tequila that I have in my freezer right now will ever pay tribute fully to what you guys fully mean to me. I love you all. I love the support more than you could ever imagine. Let's go grab some tequila. Stay right with me. This one goes out to the BrilliantlyDumb faithful. For those of you not watching on the YouTube right now, I have a massive bottle of some shitty Hornitos tequila. Yes, this is not indeed a sponsored ad, as you can see. And I'm going to take this tequila, and I'm going to toast to you, the BrilliantlyDumb faithful, the friends of the pod. You guys are making this dream come true. The Bro Bibles of the world. My dad, Grace Ibrahim, wherever you are, we will keep this ship rolling. We're just getting started here. But my, oh my, has it been one hell of a ride from video to video to interview, from podcast to podcast. This one goes to you, folks. The BrilliantlyDumb faithful. I salute you. Cheers. And with that, we start episode 100 of the BrilliantlyDumb Show. All right, folks. Well, without further ado, here we got to bring him in, the young man from New Jersey. Jersey Jerry, scratching and clawing for his own segment, folks. It's really starting to get interesting around there. He just hit his last bet on the Lakers over 214. We streamed it on the live, folks, for you. We'll do it again for you with this coming pick for what he's got for this week. We're going to go find out. He is now at the point where he's 5-3. Jerry's got to hit 2 of his next 2 picks to win the segment here on the BrilliantlyDumb Show. Folks, like I said, it's getting interesting. It really is. We're going to live stream that, but without further ado, let's bring him in. This is Jersey Jerry. Gerard Gilfone, are you with us? Gerard Gilfone, are you with us? Jerry, Don, how are you? Welcome back to the show, sir.
Yo.
Jerry,
What's up, Bobby?
What do you got on today? Did you come from work?
Just got in from work, Bob.
Holy shit, what'd you do? Overtime again today, Jerry?
Yeah, a lot of overtime, Bob. I'm tired.
How many hours did you do there?
Yeah, I did today I did about 14 hours.
It looks like a yellow poncho, no, Jerry?
Yeah, it was raining outside. It's my rain gear, Bob.
Holy shit, look at you.
We work in all conditions, Bobby. Rain, snow, extreme heat.
You know what, Jerry? We've never got into that. Tell the fine folks here at the show what you do for a living, Jerry.
I'm a blue-collar guy. I work for a union company, a utility company. A pretty big company. Meatball, you got to stop it, Ricky. You got to stop.
Jerry, is that the dogs?
Yeah, I got them.
How many of your dogs you got in there right now, Jerry?
I got 6 dogs. I got 6. Got 6 French bulldogs.
They're all in the room with you right now, Jerry?
Yeah, the 4 puppies. The good boy, Reggie, right on the pad. You go pee-pee on the pad. Good boy. Yeah, I got 4 in here now, the puppies.
Let me see. Can we see the puppies, Jerry? You know, to be honest with you, actually, when we did the live from the Laker game, we showed the people who didn't see the live. Jerry showed the dog. Jerry, show us the fine dogs you got there. Jersey Jerry's breeding.
Come here.
What's the name of your breeding certificate, Jerry?
Yeah, AKC certified. This is Rick. This is White Boy Rick. So
you call the dog White Boy Rick?
Yeah, this is White Boy Ricky right here. It's my boy.
Yeah. There's White Boy Rick there, folks. Who do we got next there, Jerry, Don?
We're bringing Meatball. Meatball's a little sleepy right now. Meat, come here. This is Meatball right here. It's the big guy right here. It's Meatball. Look at his belly, Bobby. That's my boy, Meatball.
All right, there's Meatball. Now, Jerry, the people who end up, adopting one of the dogs or whatever it is that you do, they have to take on the name that you gave them?
Meatball's leaving Friday. He's leaving Friday, Bobby.
Meatball's leaving Friday?
Friday, yes. Hey, let's go. Who you want to see next? You want to see Peppers? You want to see Polly Peppers?
Yeah.
Peppers. Come here, big guy. Peppers. Come here, pig. Come here, Pee-Pee. Come here. Good boy.
Folks,
Paulie.
you got to see this. Let's see. And folks, he is showing the dogs one by one. There are indeed 6 dogs running around here for those of you
Paulie
on YouTube right now. Jerry, who's the next dog we got here? Who is that? Bring him back.
Oh, he's gone now. Here,
Jerry.
they're fast, Bobby. This is Reginald. This is Reggie.
Okay.
This is Reggie right here. It's my big guy. It's my little guy.
Jerry, what was the name of the dog you had before Reggie?
Paulie Peppers.
So you named the dog Paulie Peppers?
Yeah, after my late friend who passed away. His name was Paulie Peppers. Right after him, Bob.
All right.
I mean, you're laughing. I lost a friend here. You didn't lose a friend, Bob.
No, I know.
Let's
Jerry,
face the facts now.
Jerry, I apologize. You're right. Rest in peace, Paulie Peppers. It just sounds like something straight out of The Sopranos, Jerry.
Something like that, Bobby.
Now, what's Reggie's story? You just showed Reggie the dog. What's Reggie's story?
So the reason I named him Reggie was, you ever see Bad Boys? Bad Boys 2?
Sure.
You ever see that little awkward-looking fella with the braids? His name was Reggie.
Yeah.
He's a little skinny guy, a little awkward.
Jerry, that Reggie was in it's a 3-hour-long movie. That Reggie has a scene that he's in for 15 seconds. That's it. And you named the dog after that?
Yeah, I mean, because Reggie, he's like an awkward type of guy. He's very, very awkward. He's skinny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jerry just literally has 15 seconds in the movie. He plays the Will Smith's Martin Lawrence's daughter's boyfriend.
Yes, correct.
Picks her up. He's got a 15-second scene, and you said, "I'm going to name a dog after that."
Yeah, exactly. And the reason for hey Paul, that goes on the pad, buddy. That don't go on the turf. Anyway, the reason for White Boy Rick was because I loved that movie. That movie was great, White Boy Rick. And to be honest with you, Ricky right here, he reminds me of White Boy Rick, like a little thug. You know what I mean?
And Jerry,
tough
what
guy.
about the other two? What's their story?
Meatball's just a ham. He's just a big guy. He's a little meatball.
But Jerry, that's 4. I thought you got 6.
Yeah, Chunk. I got a male and a female, the mom and dad.
And they're the leaders of the pack?
Yeah, they're the leaders. They're the alphas.
Will somebody buy Chunk or them, or will you keep Chunk?
No. I bought Chunk personal. That's my dog.
You didn't breed Chunk?
Yes, these are his sons, Bob.
So
These are his seeds.
Okay, so I got you. So you bought Chunk in intention to breed the dogs through Chunk.
Correct. And Montana is upstairs with Chunk. That's the girl.
Now, what was it that you liked in Chunk where you said, I want Chunk to have babies and these are going to be the dogs? Was there something special about Chunk?
Yeah, I never seen a French bulldog built like Chunk. I mean, you want to talk about from the legs, the torso, the face, the French bulldog face with the wrinkles and the ears. He's one of the nicest looking Frenchies I've ever seen. It really, really is. And I said, I got to do justice here. I got to do what's right. I got to keep these lines going. You know what I mean? I can't let these lines go to waste here.
Jerry, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right into business here, okay? This is starting to get a little bit interesting, Jerry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It really is.
Okay.
You're now at the point you're 5-3. There was a time when you were 1-3, and in a snap of a finger, you're 5-3. You just won the Lakers over. Now, Jerry, before we get into that, I told you, we found out we've actually been doing this segment wrong the entire time to where we weren't naming our sponsors correctly. Yes, it's BetMGM, but Jerry, now I want you to read this ad read. I sent you the ad read. Who is sponsoring? Who? Yeah, because Jerry, if this turns into your segment, if you win the next 2 games, this is going to be your ad read. Go ahead. What's your ad read here if you could win the next 2 out of 2?
I got it right here.
You're passionate. You want people to really sign up, Jerry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
All right.
The long wait is over. Football is back, and new customers at BetMGM Sports can kick off the season with 100% deposit match up to $500. Simply sign up and make a deposit with the bonus code BROBIBLE to take advantage of this offer. There's never ever been a better time to get in on the action with BetMGM with parlay bonus payouts, live betting, daily boosted odds, specials, and much more. And listen, don't let 1 minute of the NFL season pass you by. Download the BetMGM app today and go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code BROBIBLE to double your betting bankroll with 100 deposit match up to $500. Must be 21 years or older to gamble. Gambling problem?
All right, Jerry.
1-800-GAMBLER.
Jerry Don, you don't got to read the whole thing. You know that you don't want to take up 5 minutes of your segment, Jer.
This is my segment, isn't it?
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean?
Jerry, to get it to your segment, you got to hit the next 2. Again, I told the folks we're going to stream whatever game that it is, so hopefully you're going to go with the mainstream game. Jerry, what would your own segment mean to you? On the Brilliantly Dumb So, Turnpike Takes with Jersey Jerry. What would that mean to you, Jer?
It means a lot, and I don't just pick winners here, I mean, let's face the facts here. I'm a star, I'm really a superstar. You see, you're getting it twisted here. People ain't listening because of you, Bob. They're listening because of me. Yeah. I'm the star here. I'm the star. Yeah. Not you. All my life, I've been getting turned down union jobs, applying to Red Lobster. I couldn't get a job at Red Lobster. And you're sitting here asking me what will my own segment mean to me. I'm the star here. All right?
Jerry, why are you crying again, Jerry?
Because every show it seems like you disrespect me.
Oh, Gerard.
You tell me you want me on the show and then you disrespect me.
Gerard, time and time again, I have said to you, there is not anybody here that wants to see you win the segment more. Now, I know the fans have been supporting you. You see me on the live. I'm going nuts for you, Jer. I'm going to show up on that live again. Look, the bottom line is, and I said it to the folks before this, we really got something here. This is now interesting. It really is. So we got two more. We got two more to hit. Let's go, Jer. Wipe the tears.
Ricky, I ain't playing, pal.
Jerry, set the dog.
Ricky, yeah.
Jerry, listen to me. Forget about Ricky. Let him do his thing. You got two more to win. You got to win your next 2 out of 2. We'll be on the live. What are we taking, Jerry Don?
You know, I don't want to be a sucker here, and I don't want to disappoint people. You know, I could easily went with something like the Tampa Bay Rays at minus 270. I could have easily went with, you know, a Lakers money line at minus 200. But I ain't going to cheap out the fans like that.
Yeah, all right, Jerry. All right, Jerry. Here
you know, some people take the easy way out. And let's face the facts here. You know, I'm 5-3. I don't just take, you know, minus 200s and minus 300s. I mean, I gave you guys an $18 horse. Don't forget. You know what I mean?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Which is why I was okay with you going money line.
You know, I gave you an even line with the Lakers over. You know what I mean? I'm not giving you guys minus 500 favorites here.
Talk dirty to me, Jerry. Talk dirty to me, Jerry Don. Talk dirty to me, Gerard Gilfone.
Bob, let me ask you something. You ever go to prom?
Yeah, I did. Junior and senior.
Yeah, me too. You know, when I went to prom for the first time, you ever get those weird feelings in your stomach, like you're super nervous? You see your date and she looks gorgeous, and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to take this girl out after prom. I can't wait to dance with her. I can't wait to enjoy the night with her. And you're so nervous, you're sweating, right?
Talk to me, Jerry. Go ahead now. Be the guy now.
There's a guy who's going to be feeling the same way come Wednesday night. He's a guard out of Kentucky. His name is Tyler Bucket Hero. They call him Bucket because he gets buckets. And that guy's going to be feeling real nervous.
Oh, nervous.
Wednesday night. Correct. Very nervous. Weren't you nervous at prom?
Yeah, no, I was nervous. I was nervous at prom.
That's the point here. You know, you're not a good listener, Bob. Anyway, that guy's going to be nervous. So you're telling me a guy like that, right? Rookie, first ever finals trip, this guy's going to come out and do what he's been doing the whole playoffs, just getting buckets, just like that?
Where are you going?
It ain't going to happen, Bob.
Where are you going with this, Jerry?
I'm going somewhere with it. It ain't going to happen. Okay. You ever see that kid at prom who doesn't get the date to prom? You know, that maybe got the glasses on with the suit that's not tailored right.
Every
shoes.
prom's got one of those.
Yeah, one of those guys, right? One of those guys who couldn't get nobody, right? That's what Tyler Hero's going to be come Wednesday night. He's going to be left alone. This guy will not score over 15 and a half points here.
You're doing You're doing a player prop bet?
That's correct. Tyler Hero will score under 15 and a half points come Wednesday night. LeBron James will lock him down. Best believe that.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Jerry. So you mean to tell me that if you're going to lose this segment, you're going to do it on a Tyler Hero player prop of under 15 points?
15 and a half. Don't forget the hook.
Okay.
You can score 15 and you still win.
All right. Well, Jerry, look, we're going to be locked in Wednesday.
It's minus 115, Bob. I mean, I'm giving you guys good odds here.
Jerry, you promised me am I going to see you Wednesday for the live stream?
Yeah, let's live stream it. I'm down for that.
Folks, we're going to get it on the live stream, patreon.brilliantlydumb.com, something like that. Link in the bio for Instagram. Me and Jerry Don, Gerard Gilfone himself will be streaming live the game. There is his pick. Tyler Hero under 15 and a half points. We will see you Wednesday. Jerry, win or lose, we will see you Friday to discuss if you have a pick or not, Jerry.
See you in the funny papers, Bob.
My apologies, folks. Stay right with us here. We interrupt the Brilliantly Dumb show here to ask you the most important question of them all. Folks, do you have a moose near the caboose that needs to be tamed? I am talking hairy, big, and needs some support. Thankfully, our sponsor today from Manscaped has you covered to keep the hair looking nice and trimmed and feeling fully supported. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. How about those play on words, folks? I got news for you. I ain't done yet. The Manscaped engineering team just perfected the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created. The premium lawnmower 3.0 is waterproof, includes an LED light, and is made with advanced skin-safe TM technology, which reduces nicks and cuts on your delicates. Nobody likes a cut on their ball sack. I know I don't. So what do? I get 20% off, and so do you, using free shipping code as well, using code BROBIBLE. That's BROBIBLE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using promo code BROBIBLE. From the moose to the caboose, always use the right tools for the job. Get 20% off today, folks. We keep this show moving on. All right, folks. Well, I couldn't help but jump on this one. Okay. In the news this week, I saw this article and I've just been chomping at the bit to say what I got to say about this. For those of you who didn't see Salt Bae, you know, the guy who went viral for, he's got a couple steakhouses he went viral for. He sprinkles salt over your steak, and he got the name Salt Bae. He was this big viral sensation. It's all over the news now that this guy's restaurant, ever since this video went viral, he started opening a bunch of restaurants all over the country. His restaurant is getting shut down for COVID protocols. He wasn't following COVID procedures. And my question to you guys, if you've seen this guy's videos before of him at his restaurant, are you really surprised? Is this really breaking news here? That this guy wasn't following COVID protocols and wasn't following regulations? Have you seen this guy season his steak? The nerve on. I can't stand this guy. I'll be the first to tell you. The way this guy comes over to the table and seasons your steak, like his shit don't stink. His big thing is he takes his arm over your steak. He's always wearing sunglasses in his restaurant, and he just sprinkles salt over your steak, and the salt drips from his arm hair and his elbow to your steak, and nobody thinks twice about it. They think it's the coolest thing in the world. I went to this guy's restaurant in Miami, and this guy's just got the balls to just pop up out of nowhere, not say a word, and just start sprinkling salt on my steak like it's pepper on a salad. Even the guy who comes by for the pepper with the salad asks you how much pepper you want off. They ask you, do you want pepper? And then you tell them when to stop. There's no telling Salt Bae when to stop. This guy came over to my table and just put a pound of salt on my steak and walked away. He's just sweating all over your steak. The salt's playing a game of Plinko through his arm hair as it works its way down his arm into your steak. And we're going to be surprised that this guy wasn't following COVID protocols, that he's got to be shut down. I got to be honest, folks. I can't stand this guy. I can't stand him. People are saying, why are you being so hard on Salt Bae? Look, I'm hard on anybody that tries to charge $140 for a piece of steak. The nerve on this guy to just pop up out of nowhere, tableside to you. I didn't want any more salt on my steak. It was properly seasoned. This guy just puts a handful of salt in there and just starts sprinkling it down there. So he comes over to my table again. He was this big viral sensation. I said, screw it, I'll go check it out, see what the hype's about. He comes over to the table, doesn't say a word, just starts seasoning away. So I said to him before he left the table, I said, Salt Bae, I got to ask you while I got you here. Are you, I mean, do you really think it's okay to charge $140 for a steak? I had to ask him, and everybody at my table was upset that I asked him. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. The balls on this guy. He just puts down his sunglasses, looks at me in the eye, and in his accent, he goes, "Sir, you don't understand. This is grade A beef from a local farm. These cows are treated like royalty before we bring it farm to table. That's why your beef is so tender." I said, "Beef is so tender. I can't even taste the beef. All I can taste is the kosher salt and your arms sweat." For 140, you treat the cows like royalty? You slice the thing up for food. You sliced up his flesh. Don't tell me you treated it like royalty. Look, nobody loves a good steak more than I do. But these cows were treated like royalty. That's why my beef is so tender. I got news for you. This cow better have been walking on water before it was sliced up and put on my table for $140. This cow that I'm eating right now better have had free range on that farm. He better have been able to do whatever the hell he wanted. I want to show up to this farm and see that cow playing a game of pickup basketball with his other cow friends doing whatever the hell he wanted for $140. You better give that cow his own sauna and pool just after his pickup game that he decided to play. This cow better have treated so damn good for $140. So here I am in the middle of this guy's restaurant in Miami, Big Game Bob and Salt Bae just going back and forth. How about the nerve on this guy? $140 for a steak. You don't understand. I don't understand. I'll tell you another thing I don't understand, Salt Bae. I don't understand the $28 side of potatoes. Let me guess. These potatoes took a limo into your restaurant from Idaho before they were peeled up and put on my table. I guess I don't understand that either, Salt Bae. Let's call it like we see it. Salt Bae had this coming. Salt Bae's a real jerk off, if you ask me. This guy's got some nerve. By the way, there was another article of this guy a couple days ago in Salt Bae's restaurant. And Salt Bae's apparently one of the chefs, yet he comes in, he shows up in a white T-shirt. He's not even wearing, I mean, he doesn't even have the chef outfit on. He's just in a white T-shirt just to show his muscles off. Don't get me wrong, the guy's shredded. Be lying to you if I told you otherwise, if I didn't want to have that guy's physique, but I do. But this guy was in the paper the other day too, because he was videotaping a customer. This girl was twerking at her table, and this jerk off's videotaping it. Her boyfriend sees it from outside and comes storming into the restaurant. You imagine if Bobby Flay tried to pull that shit off? Imagine if Gordon Ramsay tried to pull that shit off. Gordon Ramsay would be canceled. If Gordon Ramsay came out of the kitchen and was just videotaping this girl twerking inside his restaurant, poor boyfriend sees it from outside, comes storming in. Go see that video if you don't think Salt Bae's a jackass. How about the nerve of this guy? You don't understand. Ha! Spare me, Salt Bae. What goes around comes around. Salt Bae, by the way, folks, not a friend of the pod, in case you can't tell. Not a big fan of Salt Bae. You don't understand. Anywho, we are moving on. All right, folks. Well, here we are. Here it is. Episode 100. It is time. You know the drill here, folks. You know the dance. You know how we get down here on the Brilliantly Dumb Show for everybody's favorite segment to close off the first 100. It's the Ask Bob segment, week by week. Tuesday after Friday, Tuesday after Friday, Tuesday after Friday. I tell you, fine folks, submit your questions into the DMs to be featured. For the Ask Bob segment, doing so this week was a young man by the name of Cal. Holy shit. Look at this. Oh, my dear Lord, folks. Folks, I just went to go to the Ask Bob segment. Look at this. It's fucking Cameron. Folks, I just went to go to the Ask Bob segment, and I saw, for those of you watching on the YouTube right now, Tyler Cameron from The Bachelorette, who I was just in Santa Fe, Mexico with, just posted me on his Instagram, and I'm flexing what may be the most outrageous, ridiculous farmer's tan I've ever seen in my life. In front of 2.6 million people and the Bachelorette Nation, which people just love, 99% could be ladies. I'm just taking, oh dear Lord, you got to see this. Holy shit. I'm showing off, which might be literally, quite literally, the most ridiculous farmer's tan of all time in front of this many people. Holy shit. That's tough to come back from. For those of you who can't see this right now, go to Instagram. Go to Tyler Cameron on Instagram. It's the worst farmer's tan I've had. I don't know if I could come back from that. Holy shit. You got to see this. I don't know if I could come back from. Do you know how many people? Folks, this has been up for 2 hours. It's got 94,636 likes. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I went to go to the Ask Bob segment. Folks, with that being said, go check that out. That is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if I could come back from that. I'm going to get shredded to bits by the Bachelorette faithful right now. That is hilarious. Anywho, 2 questions. We got one coming for the Ask Bob segment from Trent, Cambridge. Hill City, South Dakota. Bob, congrats on the 100th episode. Been here from the start. Was wondering what your coolest moment was thus far, and out of all the celebrity guests, who's becoming your closest friend of the pod? Phenomenal question to wrap things up here from Cambridge. You know what? Coming out of South Dakota, I didn't know South Dakota had Wi-Fi. No disrespect there, Cambridge, but hey, here we are. Love the question. I think I might have mentioned this before, somewhere down the line in one of the podcasts. We've had a lot of guests on, and again, we've really kept things rolling here from the start, and I've kind of been surprised that the different celebrity guests that we've got, and it's been a lot of fun. People from all walks of life, all different people, professions, everything. One of the coolest moments for me by far was interviewing Navy SEAL Robert O'Neill, who assassinated Osama bin Laden. It was absolutely surreal for me. And of course, that day hit everybody. Me being in New Jersey, I forget how old, maybe I was 8 years old. I remember that very vividly. I remember the day of 9/11 and just being with this guy that assassinated bin Laden. And it was our second interview we've ever done. I got shredded to bits on it for YouTube. It's got a bunch of views on YouTube because I was so damn nervous. I was so quiet with the guy, and people just shredded me in the comments for it. It ended up, what I thought ended up being a great interview, but interviewing him was absolutely surreal. And then we finish up the interview, and I'm with his dad as well, who came on for the interview. And the cool thing about that was his dad had never done an interview, with his son, Robert, who was the Navy SEAL. So that was just surreal. And it was cool to see the way they meshed, the relationship they had, and just being in this guy's presence was surreal. I remember watching, I think it was the Phillies-Mets game in college, when they announced that, they had assassinated, when Barack Obama announced that they had assassinated bin Laden. It was absolutely surreal. And then we go back to my apartment after we had so much fun, the three of us, and we're ripping whiskey shots in my living room. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell has this come to? Here I am ripping shots with this guy, the guy who, assassinated bin Laden. And we're having a good old time. And to the fact that I actually got a complaint from my neighbor. She said, can you guys quiet down? I said, little do you know, there's an American hero sitting in my living room ripping shots with me right now. No, we will not quiet down. And we did not. We spent some time there, and then we just kept the night going. It was truly surreal. So he was awesome. But as far as the friends that I've come most closest to, probably from the interviews, it hasn't led to a friendship with everybody. But the ones that Kevin Connolly, E from Entourage. That's led to a great relationship with all of the Entourage guys, to be quite frank. And I talk to him a lot. He's doing a lot over there for Action Park Media. So Connolly's been great. Forrest Galante has been one of the dearest friends of the pod. I talk to Forrest all the time from Animal Planet. And, I think I might have said this before too, that filming with Forrest was some of the most fun that I had, because we're two guys who completely different walks of life. He's from, the outdoors, South Africa, loves animals. Me, I'm a city guy. And it's just meshing with him has been great. He's been a great friend, big friend of the pod. He'll be coming on, I'm sure as well. Folks, it's been a hell of a ride. It's been a great first 100. We're just getting going. Jersey Jerry was phenomenal tonight. We'll be live streaming the game. Now, you're going to have to head on over to the Patreon app to see the live bet. I know you guys are not thrilled about it, folks. We got to do what we got to do. And that means moving people over to that Patreon app for the second podcast per week. Tuesday will come to you as normal. Link in my Instagram bio. Head over to the Patreon app. We're doing something special. It's creating a good, tight community that I've absolutely loved. I connect with the fans there. I can DM with you guys through there. I'm always checking those messages. So for the diehard fans, that's what makes me, comforts me knowing that the diehard fans that I see in my DMs have this platform that's really for them and for me to connect with them. So check it out. Link in my bio. Been a hell of a ride. First 100 episodes. We see you for 101 Friday. Get subscribed. We'll see you then, folks. Take care. Love you all. Not today, Bubba.
Go get him, Bubba. Love you.
Not today, Bubba. Gordy, can I bother you for a second?